Hey there, good morning. How you doing? It's Phil Thatch, and once again, I'm here in the tailwaters of the Chickamauga Dam with the Sony A7R6 and the 200 to 600. I'm still just trying to get my birds in flight autofocus set to where it works well. And when I went down to Florida, I had some really good luck with it, and then I came here and kind of struggled, although I did switch the camera into the highest quality RAW mode, which I knew would lower the ability of the camera a little bit. And then I came back a second time and I switched it back to the lowest quality RAW files, which increases the capabilities of the autofocus system. And I still struggled a little bit. And then I watched Mark Smith's video. He was doing some Osprey photography down in Florida where there's many more Osprey. And he had some great luck. And I asked him in a comment, I said, hey, are you using the smallest quality, the lowest quality RAW file? And he said, yes, that's what he was using. And then I also asked him if he was using mechanical or electronic shutter. And he said he was using electronic shutter. And one of his pictures kind of early in that video, I could see some leaning lines in the background. So I figured that's what he was using. But I've been using mechanical shutter, trying to not have any rolling shutter problems. But today I'm here at the dam doing birds in flight photography using the lowest quality RAW files and electronic shutter. I did some photography from downstream of the fishing pier. The first photo of the day was this great blue heron. I was downstream of the fishing pier and sat down a little bit below the sidewalk. I found a good level rock to sit on and made this photograph of this bird. And I thought it was interesting because he's facing the wrong way. Normally they face towards the river to look for fish, but this one is facing towards the shore. This shot's 200 millimeters, f7.1, 1/640th of a second, and 640 ISO. Now we got some birds in flight action and several photographs of this bird flying with this really small fish. They can catch fish much bigger than this, but I guess a little fish is better than no fish. This one's 600 millimeters, f7.1, 1/2000th of a second, and 320 ISO. And I got this shot and this shot of the same bird. It actually got a little bit closer to me. These, especially the first few, are cropped a pretty good bit, and then they're cropped a little less as I move along. And here is another one of the same bird in the same flyby with the same fish. Consistently good focus. I'm not going to tell you that every single shot was in focus, but consistently they were good. And that was something that I did not experience my two previous trips. Here is another shot of the same bird in the same flyby with the same fish and still nicely in focus. And here is another one a little bit closer now. I'm not giving you every single picture, just a few that I particularly liked. And there is, I believe, the last one. And the settings on this is 600 millimeters, f7.1, 1/2000th of a second, and 320 ISO. So basically the same settings all the way through this flyby, and nice, consistently good autofocus all the way. This is what I've been looking for. And then later I went up onto the fishing pier, which has lots of fishermen today. It's July the 4th. So now I'm up on the fishing pier and I caught this photograph of the Osprey flying by the vents on the dam that I think are really interesting looking. This one is 600 millimeters, 1/2500th of a second, and 5000 ISO. Here's another shot. I was mainly looking for shots where the eyes were bright. A lot of times the eyes are so deep in shadow that you really can't see them. So I searched through my in-flight shots looking for bright eyes, and then I hope they're in focus, and today, consistently, they were. This one is 600 millimeters, f7.1, 1/2000th of a second, and ISO 640. Here's another bright-eyed fly over shot. This is while I was on the fishing pier, and this one has the same settings except the ISO dropped to 400. And yet another shot of another bird flying close enough to the fishing pier that I could get it in the frame. Not filling the frame. I did crop all of these at least a little bit, but really happy that the focus is consistently good now that I'm using electronic shutter. And this one is also 400 ISO. Got a double-crested cormorant flying by, and it's nice and sharp as well. This one is the same settings, 1/2000th, 600 millimeters, f7.1, and 400 ISO. And now I'm over here on the sidewalk right by the dam, and I'm doing a little bit more. Another change I made today is before I was using zone autofocus, which just does a pretty big square in the middle of the frame. And today I've been doing wide, which does almost the entire frame. And that has been helping, I believe. So after I had a few successful shots with wide, I switched back to zone to see if I was still having pretty good luck. And I think I am. I haven't seen the pictures yet. You've already seen several. But I think I continued to have pretty good luck with zone. But I think wide works well enough to where I can stick with it. I wasn't losing focus on the bird to the background or anything when I was using wide, and that's what I was afraid of. That's why I used the smaller zone focus. So I'm thinking that electronic is the way to go with this camera, and I was scared of electronic on this camera because even though it's a stacked sensor, it's kind of a slow stacked sensor. But I think it's working well. And now I'm sitting on the sidewalk much closer to the dam, and of course the osprey flew down and grabbed a fish, but he's facing in the wrong direction. But I still thought it was cool because the fish he got was a crappie, which are noted to be pretty good tasting fish as far as lake fish are concerned. And he's got it and flying off, and look at all the water droplets. This one is 600 millimeters, f7.1, 1/2000th, and 1000 ISO. And it flew in the wrong direction, so I didn't get many more shots of that. And then I got this picture of this double-crested cormorant. And one of the things that you worry about with a camera that is in electronic shutter mode and doesn't have a super fast readout speed is these lines here on the cofferdam on the other side of the river where they're working on a new lock should be straight up and down. But you can see there is definitely rolling shutter problems when I'm in electronic shutter mode. But even my Nikon Z8, which has a very fast readout speed, under 4 milliseconds, will still, if I'm panning fast, like you will have to if you're following a double-crested cormorant, these will not be perfectly straight up, even on that camera that has probably a 4 or 5 times faster readout speed. So that's not too bad for as slow as the readout speed is on the A7R6, which is much, much faster than the previous generation camera, the A7R5. So I took that cormorant shot after I took the picture of this bird taking off out of the river with the crappie. And then after the cormorant shot, the bird flew over towards me. And although I had to point the camera almost straight up to get this shot, I did get a shot of the front of the bird, or the bottom of the front of the bird, with the crappie. So that was really cool. And this one is 1/2000th of a second, 356 millimeters, f7.1, and ISO 125. As I was leaving the dam, I saw this invasive English house sparrow male on one of the signs there, and I switched the camera into APS-C mode. All the other shots so far have been in full frame mode, and I got this shot. These are an invasive species, but I think the males are really beautiful. And this one is 600 millimeters. I slowed my shutter speed down to 1/800th for a bird that was not in flight, f7.1, and ISO 400. When I got home, I could hear in the neighbor's backyard a house wren making all sorts of noise. And this is the second summer that the house wrens have been in my neighbor's backyard. And finally I said, you know what, I'm going to go over there and get a picture of this bird. So I did. And the neighbor did not come out and yell at me for being in his yard. So that was good. This one is 600 millimeters, f7.1, 1/800th of a second, and ISO 1250 of the beautiful house wren. All right, that's going to do it for me here today at the Chickamauga Dam. Hope you enjoyed this video. I guess it's the third in a series of trying to figure out the autofocus system for birds in flight on this camera. And I think maybe, I don't know, I haven't seen the pictures yet, but I think maybe today I finally have it. So hope you enjoyed it, and if so, hit thumbs up. If you want to see some more stuff like this, subscribe and hit the bell. Have a great day. Bye-bye.